So I'm joined here today by Miss Rodeo Wainwright, Harleigh Zack. Harleigh, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So if you're driving into Lloydminster, you pass by the most idyllic looking small town, water tower and everything, Kid Scotty. Can you tell me a little bit about growing up in a community like that?
It is something so special to grow up in a community. People are often surprised when I say that I graduated with 28 kids. We had 8 girls, including myself. So, growing up in a community that small, you really get the privilege of knowing everyone you went to school with and getting to know their families and just like a very community esque way of growing up. And I wouldn't have changed it for the world.
And can you tell our audience a little bit about all of the work and all of the skills you need to compete to become a Miss Rodeo?
Absolutely. So rodeo queens have been around for forever. They used to just do ticket sales and then compete in the rodeos, but that has evolved over time. So nowadays we do a week-long competition usually of multiple different categories that are judged. And so we have a horsemanship component where we're riding horses that we've never ridden before. We have a written test on rodeo knowledge, equine science, all of diseases, and all of that kind of stuff. We have a personal interview. There's a fashion show for the modeling. And yeah, just personality is also a component there.
So that's a really diverse range of skills that you need to have to be a successful rodeo queen. Is there a certain aspect that you consider to be like your forte amongst them?
Yeah, I grew up riding, so that's always comfortable to get on a horse and do that event. But I really just like connecting with the people. So just being able to go out there, go into the community and meet all the people that make rodeo happen. That's for sure my favorite part of it.
In a previous interview, you had mentioned that what you feel it means to be a rodeo queen is to educate, to encourage, and to empower. Could you tell me a little bit about that message and what it would mean to take that to the next level as Miss Rodeo Canada?
Absolutely. Yeah. To me, that's what a rodeo queen ultimately is. It's just somebody that's willing to go out into the community and bring people into the sport that we all love so much and to recognize all of that community involvement that it takes to put these events together. And then to go into the schools or just out into the public to people that maybe didn't grow up in rodeo and help educate on our sport and get them involved in any way possible. So, yeah, my goal as Miss Rodeo Canada would be just to do that on a bigger scale and on a national level.
And I imagine, like you mentioned, you've been horse riding for a long, long time, and no doubt you're fully immersed in Western lifestyle based on your upbringing. But there has to be also some like media training and stuff that's going on in order to be this representative. Is that a big part of it as well?
Absolutely. I think that this is something that's been completely out of my comfort zone to do like interviews like this and get into thrown into all these different events. But it's been a great way to grow myself as a person and to take these opportunities and run with them. So I don't think that had I not been a rodeo queen, that I would have taken like public speaking classes or just been in this realm of the world. So I'm very thankful for that.
For the next week's events, is there an event that you are perhaps a little bit nervous about?
I would say public speaking still, as much as you practice and try to get good at it, you still get those nerves going up. But I think it's just stepping forward, being brave, and just going in the moment and appreciating it for what it is.
Well, I think if you're as poised then as you are now, I don't see where you'll have any issues. Is there any part of this competition that looking at your fellow competitors that you feel like you have, set yourself above in and you are not at all concerned about?
I would say I'm a little bit hesitant about everything, just because it's all new going into the competition, and the 2 girls that I'm competing with are very great, and they bring a lot to the table as well. So I think that maybe the fashion show would be something that I'm looking forward to most, just being comfortable growing up in dance and stuff. So being on that stage, I kind of feel like I'm at home. So that's definitely an event that more comfort in for sure.
And I know dance can really prepare you and condition you for high pressure and intense competition experiences. Would you say that like that part of your upbringing has really helped in your role as Miss Rodeo Wainwright?
Absolutely. I think that dance has really shaped the person I am today, along with horse riding and 4-H and all those different involvement. But just being able to get on stage and to just be confident in that, and the ability to do quick changes from dance has taught me for rodeo queen to just like change and go. So definitely all of those skills to be able to be where I am today for sure.
Well, that's fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience?
Sure. I would just encourage everyone to come out to the CFR if you're available. There are still some tickets, so you can find those on cfrreddeer.ca. So that's happening next week, a week from today, which is pretty crazy that it's already right around the corner. Yeah, so November 2nd to 6th. And then I would encourage everyone to come out to the Wainwright Stampede. So this year is going to be our 70th Stampede. So it's very exciting for that. And so that's going to happen the last week in June. So June 23rd to the 25th. So just pencil that into your calendar and I hope to see you there.
Well, absolutely. And I know I will definitely want to come down to that. And the next time you're coming through Lloydminster here, you'll have to stop by the studio and we'll have you in. And hopefully you'll be the newly crowned Queen Rodeo.
I would love that. That'd be great. Yeah. And if there's any other community events that listeners are listening and putting on, I would love to be involved in that. So they can always just reach out to me. My Instagram and Facebook is just Miss Rodeo Wainwright. And I would be happy to connect and get involved with the community as much as possible.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck next week.
Thank you.